Indigo is the Indigo. Send the best and bliss, yes, so let's go. We can pray for the super higher plane. Manifest the world, shaking the Monday. Shift off, make moves inspired. Change stuff, words, taking you higher. Bring forth your serenity. Get first like sesame. Have choose up, use and make it move to find the way in you. Sun, sky, and level high, spirit, rise, spin, cheap. So yes, I invite you. So come on through. See how we do it, Indigo Room. Yeah.
Welcome to the Indigo Room, creating our reality talk show right here on YouTube. I'm your host, Sydney Chase, and this is where we discuss all things spiritual, and by that I mean that we are non-physical, spiritual beings having physical human experiences. Life is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be delicious. It's supposed to be wicky wacky too, just so you know. Because if it wasn't, you'd be like ascended, like an angel or something. You wouldn't even be here. You'd be like Jesus. He had wicky wacky too, let me just say. Let me just clarify that a little bit. Anyway, thank you for joining us here in the Indigo Room. And tonight's topic, again, this is number 2 of the series, 10 Ways to Raise Your Vibration Now. And we're going to be discussing meditation and binaural beats. Yes. And I love to meditate, just so you know. I am a meditating nut job. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to meditate. We're going to talk about how to meditate if you think you don't have time to meditate. We're going to talk about when you can meditate while you're walking. You can meditate on the train. You can meditate in your bathroom, in your tub. You can meditate while you are exercising. Yep. There's so many ways that you can meditate. You can meditate while you're running. You can't really meditate while you're watching TV, though. That's not going to work. So we're going to discuss that. We're going to talk about binaural beats and how they work on your brain. It's like a meditation hack for y'all who can't meditate. I think the chat room should be open. I'm not sure why it's not open. Okay, it is open. There we go. Welcome. Let me type welcome in the Indigo. Welcome to the Indigo Room in the chat. Hey, Sandy. Hi. Good to see you. We got Sandy in the house. Barb is in the house. I had a little technical difficulties because I set up everything. I was waiting. I was just sitting here waiting. And then it didn't go off. It's supposed to be scheduled, to go off at 9 o'clock. And then 9 o'clock came and nothing happened. So I got to figure that out. This is all new. It's all new to me. But, we've had wicky wacky technical difficulties when we were over there on TalkShoe for years. So this is nothing new. Nothing is going to stop me. That's all I can say. Linda's in the house. Linda, I have to figure out still how to give you moderator. I don't know how to do that yet. So the next time I'll figure that out. I'm still working, trying to figure out all the bells and whistles. It's a lot of fun learning something new. It's also very frustrating. Sometimes you want to throw your computer right out the daggone window. Yeah, I said that. It's good to have Linda in here. Yeah, we could do it offline. Yeah. It's good to have Barb in the house. Barb Jacobs, she made it. Woohoo! She's having some difficulties last week, but you are here. You are live and in charge. Before we get started, I do want to do a little housekeeping. We have a new Indigo Room email address. It is the Indigo Room 2, has the number 2 after it. And that is at gmail.com. So it's the Indigo Room 2 at gmail.com. So you can email us there. You have some questions or there's a topic you want to discuss about the show. and you know, you thought maybe it would be great, or you have a guest that you think might be great on the show, just email me, or you can email Linda over there. And Dale, oh my God, Dale is in the house. Dale snap, 2 snaps in a circle. I'm so glad that you are here, Dale, my honey bunny. I love you. Haven't seen you in ages. And a Z formation, 2 snaps and a Z formation. We are going to open up the phone lines a little bit later in the show. The show is going from 9 until 10. And we're going to open up the lines about 9:30ish, 9:45. And you can ask questions. If you have questions, you want to make a comment, you have something you'd like to add, you know how we do in the Indigo room. That's how we roll. Everybody's here. This is not just my show. It's our show. Right? Right. Indigo roomies in the house. Also, I wanted to just say, yes, say hi to Dale, everybody. You'll get to know him. He's a firecracker. I just also want to say that, first of all, I want to thank you all for joining us, and thank you for supporting the Indigo Room for so many years. We've been on the airwaves since 2007, and now we're rebranding it and doing something a little bit different. We're on YouTube, and think that's probably where we're going to stay. However, we will be uploading the show after we're done. So I am recording the show as well. So I have a little microphone here. See, we'll be recording the show as well after. While we're doing this, we're recording, and then we'll upload the show. For those of you that don't join us in the chat here, that don't want to see my face, are used to just listening to my voice, you can listen over there at Talk Show. All right. So the other thing I wanted to do was give you the telephone number to call in as well. It is 302-202-1112, but I'm not gonna open up the phone lines yet, because I didn't dial in. It would have been a good idea for me to have done that. Would have been a good idea for me to have dialed into the daggone show, right? That would have been a smart thing, Sydney. So I'm going to do that now. I just got home from work. Give me a break. I work at the Metropolitan Opera all day, all the way up on 66th Street. And I had to take the subway home. And you know what I did on the subway? Meditated. You know why? Because that is a really great place to meditate. People fall asleep on the subway. Sometimes I fall asleep on the subway. But I meditate on the subway. I do my reading on the subway, and I meditate on the subway. So also I wanted to let you all know that we are starting the I AM Discourses on January 23rd. That will be our first show. So if you don't have the book, I am going to put the link in the comments, in the description below, so that you can purchase the book if you want to. I think you should. I really do, because the words are so powerful. It's like when you hold the book, it vibrates in your hand, basically. Alu's Photography. Welcome. Wanda, is that Wanda Rogers? Is that Wandalyn? Welcome to the show. And, definitely. You're listening, but you're probably, okay, you won't be participating, but you're listening. That's nothing new, Sandy. That's how you roll. That's how it's always been for years. You be listening to us at work. That's how you found us, right? So we're all back to the beginning. Everybody's back to the beginning. And so we're starting the I AM Discourses on January 23rd. The show starts at 9 o'clock, and we go for an hour. We're not going to be reading as much as we normally would on Talk Show, but we are going to be discussing the first chapter. So if you get the book now, read the first chapter. It's a doozy. I'm just going to say that. You're going to probably have to reread it. You're probably going to have to, eat it. It's like, eating food that you never had before. You like the taste, but then you're trying to figure out, well, what the hell was it? Right? That's what this book is like. It's almost like when you first read Abraham Hicks, if you ever read that, and you were just like, what? What is she saying? Mind blown. This is going to make your head explode. So try and get the book. Try and get the book. It's Wanda Rogers. Welcome. It's so good to see you too. So we're going to start doing that. And what we're going to do, I know this might be much for you. What we're going to do is 1 week we're going to be doing the I AM discourses, and then the next week we're going to be doing the resurrection. So you're going to have 2 books to read. I think you can do it. I believe in you. I think you're capable. I think you have the power. Right? So now we're going to get into the topic. That's all I wanted to tell you. Get all that housekeeping stuff done, and let's get crack-a-lacking. So meditation, what is it? I say, and I've been saying, and I've heard it said before, some of us pray. We pray and 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 we pray, right? And you say, God's not listening. Well, God is listening. Spirit is listening. Your inner guides are listening. The whole universe is listening. Prayer is you talking to God. Now, some of us have motor mouths and we talk all the time. You ever sit next to somebody and just go, oh my God, I can't get a word in edgewise. I wish they would just shut up for a minute so I could, and you're going, okay, yeah. They just keep going. You're like, how are you not breathing? Right? How do you breathe? How are you breathing? You must be breathing through your eyes because your mouth just keeps going. That's what you're doing when you pray all the time. Sometimes you have to be quiet. Sometimes you have to listen. Sometimes God is talking and you can't hear God talking. God's talking, Spirit's talking, telling you what to do. Hello, go left. Look, listen, go left. Don't listen, go left. And you just, but you know what, honey? And I need you to do this and I need you to do that. Go left. You can't hear it because you're talking too much. What meditation is you slowing down and listening. I had to learn that. I had to learn that myself. Because, obviously I like to talk a lot, right? It's pretty obvious I like to talk a lot. I wouldn't have a talk show. You don't need to send all the time. Sometimes you need to listen too. Exactly, Linda. Exactly. Some of us are just constantly sending messages out. We're just constantly moving our mouths and our thoughts. I like to call that the monkey mind. You see a monkey when he's jumping around in a cage and he's jumping around, he's just jumping around. That's you on steroids. So what I say is, again, prayer is you talking to God. Meditation is you listening. So what are some of the ways that we can meditate? Well, there's a lot of different ways you can meditate. One of them is just being quiet and listening to your heartbeat. I like to do that. Some of us like to lay down and meditate. I can't do that. Anybody lay down and meditate? Because I cannot lay down and meditate. You know why? I will fall right out. I'm out. I'm gone. Sleeping. It's over. It's a wrap. I'm not hearing anything. God could be talking. I'm gone. So meditating is something that you are doing deliberately, and you want to be awake, but sort of in a kind of a sleepy state. One of the things I like to do as well is burn some sage when I'm meditating, or before I meditate. Clear the room, clear out all the wicky wacky, clear out all my wicky wacky energy. This one is a sage stick that my sister got me for Christmas. You can see I already started burning it. So you know I'm not lying. You know that's what I do. This is my pot that I burn my sage in. It's a very sacred pot. It's been with me for years. A friend gave it to me. And when she gave it to me for my birthday, I was like, what is that? What is that? Why would you give me this? It's really wasn't very pretty. Here's the top. Oh, I think I broke it. See? It's kind of beat down. But I love it. This is my sage pot. So I use it to smoke it out, get rid of all the negative energy. You know, you just take a piece. You could take a piece out of it. You don't have to use the whole thing. You can take a piece out of it. I also have sage that is loose. Sometimes I just burn the sage that's loose, and then I, sage my whole body, sage the room. It's really great to have a place that you designate to meditate. You don't have to, but it's cool if you do. Now, what is the length of time? I've had people ask me this all the time. How long should I meditate? I can't meditate it because, your mind, your thoughts are going, and it's just too much. No, I don't want my sessions to be expired. It's too much because you don't know what you're doing. I started meditating. The first time I started to meditate, I took 5 minutes because I started meditating when my kids were small. Kids and animals do not want you to meditate sometimes. Sometimes. Right now, Cleopatra, she's pretty cool. The bird is getting used to me meditating. The bird is getting used to it. But Cleopatra will just, she'll zone out and we're all good. But kids don't get it in the beginning. They're like, what are you doing, Ma? Ma, can I come in? Ma. So I used to grab 5 minutes. I used to grab 5 minutes when I first woke up in the morning. I would get up 5 minutes earlier. Just 5. That's all I had. I figured that's all I could do right now. That's all I got to give you, God. Gave me all life and beautiful children and my breath and beats my heart. I can only give you 5 minutes because I got 100 things to do. 5. Well, I started 5 minutes, and in the beginning, I would do it in my bed, and I would fall asleep. I would close my eyes, and my mind would wander off to everything that I had to do this day. It wandered off to how much money I didn't have. It wandered off to when is my man gonna call me? He didn't call last night. Where's he at? It wandered off to, I got to talk to the kids' teacher, and then I would be so tired. I wore myself out. But what I learned was to start to breathe deeply, just for 5 minutes, and focus on my breath. 5 minutes of focusing on your breath quiets your mind, because your mind cannot focus on 2 things at the same time. So what I would do is breathe in deeply. And breathe out. So if you're focusing on your breath, what else can you focus on? You can't focus on anything else but your breath. Then I started to focus on my heartbeat and just listen to that. That's all I did. There was no mantra. There was no prayer. There was silence. And when thoughts came into my mind, I would imagine putting them in a bubble, popping the bubble, and letting them float away. Thoughts are going to come into your mind. Ignore them and focus on your breath. Another way to meditate is to do a phrase or a thought in the beginning. Because again, your mind can't focus on two thoughts at the same time. And when I can't go to sleep or I got a lot of stuff going on and it's just, my mind is racing, I say the Lord's Prayer over and over. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That one. I say that over and over until I can calm myself so that I can meditate, so that I can silence my mind. That's, I think they call that transcendental, I can never say that day long word. Let me see. Transcendental meditation. And that's when you focus on a mantra, a word, a sound. You can focus on water dripping. You know, that's why they have those little water fountains. That's why they're so great to have in your home to meditate. So you can focus on that. You can focus on a candle. I've done that meditation too. I got a candle burning. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's over there? Oh, I don't know. Let me see. There you go. There's the candle. So, and that's next to my Himalayan salt lamp. You can use that. You can focus on the light, the flame in the candle, and just zoom in on it. Just stare at it, and allow your thought, allow your mind to just zero in on that, and just focus in on that, and just think about the candle. Your mind starts to slow down, and it starts to get quiet, and you may hear or feel a knowing, or a thought will come to you to help you take care of a situation or a problem that you may have. That is God speaking. That is universe speaking. That is universe telling you what your next step might be. I was meditating way before I decided to come over here on YouTube. I was like, well, I don't know what to do with this Indigo room. Do I want to even do it again? And I just kept meditating, and I asked, before I meditated, I did my prayer, wrote down, what I wanted to answer on. And one day, out of nowhere, I heard YouTube. Now, I'm not a big YouTuber. That's not my thing. I use YouTube. I come in and, look at a video somebody has posted on Facebook or somebody posted somewhere. I'll come watch the video. I have friends that make movies, and some of them are on YouTube, and I come and I watch it, and I do it that way. And then I'm out. I'm going to do something else. But I heard, put the Indigo room on YouTube. What? And here we are. And I'm having fun again. I used to have a lot of fun doing the Indigo room on TalkShoe. But now I'm having really, really a lot of fun. Spirit knew what it was talking about. Thank you very much. Didn't tell me I was going to have to learn a whole lot of new things, but I'm having fun learning new things. So this is something new that I'm starting this year, right? Last year, that I started last year. I got that because I was meditating and I listened. And here we are. We're all back together. How wonderful is that? So those are two ways that you can meditate. I'm just keeping an eye on the time. Wow, time is moving. Guided meditation. I'm going to be doing some guided meditations for you. And I'm going to post them here in the Indigo room, and I'll put them on TalkShoe as well. But guided meditations are very powerful, because if you can't slow down your mind, you listen to somebody else and they will help you slow down your mind. They will give you instructions. They will guide you through the meditative process. Some of my guided meditations were phenomenal. I mean, amazing. So you do want to, I don't know why I can't see. Oh, that's why. Wouldn't that be nice if I slid this little bar over and then I could see what you guys are talking about over here? I was all chopped up. I could see this much, and then I'm just imagining what you're saying. But guided meditation, you do want to, I am very mindful of who's doing the guiding. That's just me, right? You do what you want, but I'm very mindful of who's doing the guiding. So if I don't like your voice, and if you don't resonate with me, your sound doesn't resonate with me, I'm not listening. I'm like, okay, that's it. I can't do you, right? And I will find somebody else. So you want to listen to someone that resonates with you, that feels good in your spirit, feels good in your soul. That's an indicator that that person is great for you, and you can listen to their guided meditation. You don't have to listen to everybody's guided meditation just because Joe Blow down the street said, oh, check out this meditation. It'll work for you. No, you don't have to do that. So listen to something that feels good to you. The other is chakra meditation. Does anybody do chakra meditations? I do those too. You know why? Because you got to clean up your chakras. Do you know what your chakras are? They're little centers all through your body, and they come all the way up to your head, which is your crown chakra. So you will open up your first chakra, which is your root chakra, which is where your legs and your joints are, in your hip bones, right in your genital area. It's red. It's considered the color of red. You want to open that up and just imagine it. Open it up. Imagine that while you have your eyes closed. Linda says, I've done chakra clearing many times. And Wanda said, yes, I'm loving it. So you do want to open it up and just imagine. Barb said, me too. Imagine the root chakra opening up. And then move on all the way up. Now you can find all the information about chakras on YouTube. Yes, it's very therapeutic. Extremely therapeutic. And I love doing it. However, you do want to close it up when you're done. I like to open it up. That's me. You don't have to, but I like to open up my chakras, air them out, all the way up to my crown, and allow liquid light to come in. I imagine liquid light to coming into my body, spreading it all out, clearing it all out, all the wicky-wacky energy. And then I close them suckers back up. I close it down. Because there's a lot of wicky-wacky energy. Remember, I told you the other day that thoughts and feeling and energy is contagious. So I'm trying to make sure that I am my most powerful person. Oh my, this is just what I needed, Wanda. We know it's you, Wanda. You don't have to keep writing your name. We know it's you. But that helps me to center and be grounded in spirit. Once I clear up my chakras, I feel good. And the other one, some of you may like to exercise. Yoga is a form of meditation. Guess what? I do yoga too. Now, yesterday, here's the thing. I didn't do any yoga. I did nothing. I woke up. I was late. I was up late working on YouTube stuff and made my food, because I cook my food now every day. I don't even eat fast food anymore. So I had to get my food ready for the next day and ready for the week. And I woke up late Tuesday morning. Yes, Wednesday. I woke up late Tuesday morning. I didn't do my stretches. I didn't do my yoga. And by the time I got home last night, oh boy, was I tight. My whole body was tight. It felt like knots all in my legs. I was like, see, this is what you get when you don't do your stretches. You don't do your yoga meditation in the morning. So you know what I did this morning? Girlfriend was up. Alarm clock went off. I said, nope, you getting up? And I went to bed late. I said, you're getting up and you're doing your yoga. That's what you're doing. And today was a wonderful day. I felt good. My body was like, yay, stretchy. It felt all delicious. So those are some ways that you can meditate. Also, binaural beats. I love me some binaural beats. You know why? Because that's another form of meditation. Here's the thing. This is where you can hack your brain to shut up, be quiet. You need headphones when you listen to binaural beats. You can't listen to them just by, plugging in your stereo or your computer and listening that way. It has no effect on you. None whatsoever. Okay? Let me just say that. People try to listen to binaural beats by just playing it out, and you have to have headphones. And the reason why you need headphones is there's two different sounds that are happening. One in your right ear, one in your left ear. They're tones. Now, the binaural beats that I listen to are under music, right? Sometimes I listen to them. I also have them on my phone, Schumann's resonance. I love that one. That's my favorite one. And they're delta waves. So, I mean, not delta waves, but they're megahertz. Some of them are delta waves, some of them are gamma rays, some of them are beta, delta, gamma, theta, alpha. Those are the waves. And delta waves slow down your brain waves associated with dreamless sleep. It's a deep meditation and it's healing. When I start to feel like I might be, not feeling good, I might be not, something's coming on, or, because of my the injury, I don't even claim it. The injury that I had, that I experienced in the back, I was listening to my binaural beats while I was doing my stretches, and it's just very relaxing. It relieves stress, and it's for deep meditation and healing. Theta waves, and that's at the delta waves are at 0.5 to 3, I think it's hertz. That's what they call it, hertz, HZs. Then the theta waves are brain waves related to dreaming and spatial navigation, intuition, meditation, memory formation, alertness, creativity, and subconscious thinking. So that's another way that you can meditate. Some of them you may not like. You may not like the delta waves. It doesn't feel good to you. Maybe the theta waves feels better. Try those. You don't have to ascribe to any particular binaural beats. But here's what happens. There are two different tones in your ears, right? One on the left, one on the right. And your brain hears one tone. It just makes it up. Something happens in the back part of your brain, and it hears one tone. And it sort of sounds wobbly, and you can hear it faintly underneath the music if you're listening to it with music. Sometimes I listen to it with ocean waves or nature sounds. Sometimes I listen to the binaural beats on their own. There are some, like the alpha sends me over the edge. I can't always listen to alpha. I have to listen to the alpha waves with some music, because to me it's very high, it's very screechy, and it gets me like So if you find that some of the waves don't feel good to you, try a different tone, see what happens. But what your brain does is make you think that you're hearing one tone when you're actually hearing two tones. Some kind of thing that was created by back in the 1800s. I can't remember the gentleman's name. I have to find his name. But alpha waves, they're at 8 to 3 megahertz or hertz. The quiet resting state of the conscious brain associated with working memory, calculations. Maybe that's why, because, me and math are just like not friends. I can't do it. right? Stresses me out. So you might want to, you might find the alpha waves. Sandy, you do all of that technical stuff. Maybe the alpha waves would work great for you. It's calculations, coordination of thought. Beta waves are 12 to 38 hertz, associated with active problem solving, complex and effortful thinking, motor control, high anxiety, excitement, and judgment. I listen to beta waves when I really, really need to concentrate. So sometimes at work, because I answer every email that comes into the Metropolitan Opera. Every freaking email comes to my desk. Sometimes it stresses me out. So I put the beta waves on so that I can focus and I can concentrate. Stick my headphones in my ears. People come in, I don't even hear them. Like, Sydney. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, hi. But that helps me to concentrate. And I listen to that one also with underneath music because it's too high for me. Gamma waves, not gamma rays, gamma waves, is the least understood brain waves, believed to be involved in the integration of thought processes by linking information from different parts of the brain, active consciousness and self-awareness, peak cognitive functioning, and possibly spirituality. Mm-hmm. So those are the type of tones that are that can help you. And it's not, you don't want to listen to it very loud in your headphones. Okay. You want to listen to it that's a comfortable level for you. And in the beginning, if you just started doing binaural beats and you never did them before, in the beginning, you want to do it at a short period of time, short time periods when you're listening. So maybe the first time you do it, you maybe do 5 or 10 minutes. And because some of them are very long or they loop. The looping is good because it just brings you right back. But I find that when I'm having an issue with someone or they're getting on my last nerve and I can't figure my way out, like I want to slap the daylights out of them, I'll put on Schumann's Renaissance. Think of that person. Imagine me, in forgiveness. And the next time I see them, they're calm. They're not stressing me out. So it has helped me to, quiet other folks besides quieting my own self. Bye. So these are some of the things that you want to know about binaural beats, and they are very, very helpful. The benefits of them is that it can decrease anxiety. It can help you focus your attention. It can improve they can improve your memory. They can improve your mood or your emotional state. It even works on animals. I don't know how, but sometimes I do play them out loud and the birds are calm, dog is calm, there's no barking, there's no chirping, there's no like pecking at, because Bay Street likes to peck on me. She likes to, I don't know. She says, I think she thinks it's kisses, but sometimes, her beak be getting on my nerves. Put some binaural beats on you. So that it does help with animals as well. I've found my animals anyway. It can enhance your creativity. It can reduce pain. That's true. I know about the pain and the binaural beats and removing, having less of pain. It can help with your meditation. It can enhance your cognitive flexibility. It can improve your sleep quality. I have a couple of them that I listen to, and I put them on at night. They go for a couple of hours, and then, because I'm up to a couple of hours now. I've been doing this a long time. This ain't new to me. This is I'm not old. I'm old school. I'm old in this now. Not new. So I can listen to it for a long time, and it just is very relaxing. You can sit in the tub. Give yourself a nice bath. When was the last time anybody took a nice, relaxing, healing bath and, put your headphones on and meditate and just relax? Calm yourself down. Water, right? We talked about water in the last episode. Water is very healing. It has memory. Bless your water before you get in the tub. Say thank you to it. Pray over it. Change it, right? Change the structure of it. Get in the tub, slide yourself down in there, put little candles on, put your headphones on, and listen to some binaural beats and just relax. Very healing. Some of these things we forget to do. We need to remember that we can really change not only the structure of the water, but we're changing the structure of ourselves because we're 90% water, right? Did anybody get a chance to look at that? Look, if you have never watched What the Bleep Do You Know, you should definitely check it out. It's a really great movie to watch. But I did put a clip of the film, link to the clip of the film in the last video. So if you haven't looked at it, you should check it out. There are some people like my son. He says it gives him anxiety, it stresses him out. So we have to find some binaural beats that work for him. It doesn't work for everybody. I feel it does, but there's some, like, you got to be mindful of what you're listening to and what the beats are and how it might affect you. Because sometimes, people do tapping and it brings up all kinds of past emotions and stuff like that. That's okay. You're releasing negative energy. Listen, spirituality and enlightenment is it's messy, right? Sometimes you're crying, sometimes you're beating your chest, sometimes you get angry, sometimes you get mad. Jesus got mad, threw up tables and carrying on, cussing people out in the temple. Well, I don't know if he was cussing, but he probably was. So your emotions, just because they're coming up, doesn't mean that's a bad thing. But it is a way for you to release them. Now, this is not a way for you to not go to therapy. If you need to be going to therapy and you're going to therapy, you should still go to therapy. But it's just another way that you can help yourself to calm your mind down, calm it down, and relax and feel better. The meditation helps you sleep better. It also controls anxiety. Meditation promotes emotional health. It enhances your self-awareness as well. So those are some of the things about meditation that I love. And I'm going to call in now. And if you want to call in as well and you want to chit-chat with me and share some of your meditative techniques, that would be a wonderful thing because we've got about 15 minutes left before we're over the show. So I'm going to dial in now. The number is 302-202-1112. And the conference code is 650021. And we'll be able to talk to each other right here on the show. All right. So it's 650021 is the conference code. Oh, I entered the wrong number for the host. I'm the host, so let me enter my number here. Okay. There we go. We're on. So if you want to call in and you want to chit chat, just go ahead and do that. The numbers, Linda put the number in the chat. See, this is why I love Linda. This is why we love Linda. 302-202-1112. And then the conference code is 650021. That will put you through to the call, and you can share some of your techniques and how meditation has helped you, if it has helped you in any way. The other thing is tickling your amygdala, which we have talked about all over through and out the show, through the years. And that's something that you can do in 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. It doesn't even take 5 minutes. You imagine that you have the feather in your hand and you stick the feather in the center of your forehead, and then you move it to the right and tickle your amygdala, and then you move it to the left and you tickle your amygdala on the left. And by the time you're done, you should be smiling. It tickles. It's great. Yes, Barb, it does. It tickles. It tickles. Who's on the line? Okay, let's see. I have someone calling in from 510. Who is that? That sounds like my Linda. Is that Linda?
Yes.
Hi. How you doing?
Doing great.
So, do you have anything you want to add about? I'm drinking my tamarind. This is tamarind juice. So delicious. It has ginger in it.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. I tried binaural beats. When we talked about them a couple of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't really thrilled with them at the time.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, and I would assume it's changed quite a bit.
Drastically. Drastically. What I am going to do is. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry.
So chakra clearing, I find pretty amazing. I just haven't done it for a while.
It's something that is very, very healing. And I know, there's a lot of things that a lot of us haven't done for a while. And that's why we're bringing the show back, because just to help us all, for myself included, to remember to do these things on a regular basis. Remember to remember, right? And the chakra, when I was doing it a couple weeks ago and last week, whew, boy, was it amazing. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. The other meditation that you do, or you can do, this is one that I do, is I imagine sacred flame coming in. Big, huge, beautiful, violet flame coming in to my bedroom at night. And I imagine it over my bed. I'm laying there before I go to sleep. And I call it in, and I ask it to burn away all the negative thoughts, emotions, and feelings that I have trapped in my spirit and my body and my mind, so that I can wake up refreshed in the morning. And that is a wonderful thing to imagine when you're doing your meditation. Just imagine it like in front of you, this big, huge flame coming towards you. It's not going to burn you up, but it's burning up everything inside of you that is not, that is unlike what you want. Any kind of wicky-wacky craziness. And I call the law of forgiveness. I say, I am the law of forgiveness. And I call in sacred flame so it can burn away, the effects of the day. Because, that stuff builds up in us if we don't take care of it. I know. I'm guilty. Raise my hand. So I had to I'm still clearing up a lot of stuff, so sometimes I forget at night to do it, but I do my best to remind myself before I go to sleep to do that. So that's another thing that you can do with your meditation, is call in sacred flame. It's very powerful. That is a very powerful meditation. I am going to put in the descriptions as well. I'm going to put some playlists in the channel of binaural beats that I use, that I like, that work for me. Maybe they will work for you. They're right here on YouTube. You can find them now on Spotify, even has them. There's a couple that I like on Spotify that I use. Excuse me. And you can put subliminal messages once you find the ones that you like. You can use the subliminal messages to yourself. You can find some that have subliminal messages in them. I'm not really keen on those. I just like to do the ones that just have the music and the beats and, keep it moving. That works for me. That may work for you. Maybe you're trying to change a habit and it's just getting the best of you. And it's a way to hack your brain. It just gets to your brain right here, that right in the back there, and can help you to release some things that maybe you want to release. Open it up. Open up your spirit. Open up your mind. Open up your third eye. That one right there. This one. Open up your third eye so that you can, see stuff and feel stuff and, feel better. So what were some of the benefits when you did your chakra releasing?
I was, my day seemed to go more smoothly. I felt lighter. Things didn't bother me as much. It made the day a lot smoother.
It does, right? It does. One of the things I also do in the morning, as soon as I get up in the morning, I put my feet on the floor and I told you what I say in the morning, but I also send out my I am presence ahead of me. I imagine that my I am is the bus driver. I imagine that my I am presence is the ferry captain and the deckhands, so that we get across the harbor safely, that the bus gets to the ferry and that the ferry gets across the harbor. And then I thank my I am presence for being the train conductor and the engineer, so that we can get to my station on time and in a safe manner. And my day today went really smooth, my ride today. Here's the thing, it may not work right away. Let me just say that. Like, it may work right away for you. It may pop like that and, woo, wow, I got it. Sydney, I had an epiphany the first time. That didn't happen for me, right? So I had to stay on it because I'm a hard head. Hard head. My father used to say, hard head makes a soft behind. Because I used to get in trouble quite a bit because of my hard-headedness. But I am a hard-head, or I was a hard-head. I am hard-headed. I'm hard-headed. So it takes me, several tries to get it right when I'm meditating. And then, it'll come through. So just because you tried it once, it didn't work, try it again. You start to build up a charge. You start to build up, and it becomes self-sustaining. But let's just say you stopped washing your behind every day. What's gonna happen? Ain't nobody gonna want to sit next to you. Ain't nobody gonna want to talk to you. The people at your job are gonna be starting. They're gonna pull you aside and say, Sid, we're trying to be as delicate as we can, but when was the last time you took a shower? Well, this is what meditation is like. So, if we stop it, all of that negative energy, all of the wicky-wacky, all of that is like a barnacle that builds up on us. Remember, Neville called it a barnacle. It's like, you just have all this muck and you're just gross. We don't look gross because we're taking a shower on the outside. We fix our face. We got our makeup, our hair did. We're looking all beautiful. But really, we're wicky-wacky. So it's beneficial for you and all of the people around you for you to meditate. Do it for the kids. Do it for you. Do it for them. Do it for your coworkers and your family. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for your dog and your cat, your bird, so you're not so stressed out all the time. Has anybody in the chat had any benefits from doing meditation? I'll take some, we'd like to hear from you. How do you feel, Bob, when you were doing your, Wanda, Dale, Sandy, well, Sandy's busy, but, she said, oh, I have What the Bleep, one of my favorites. It was filmed in Portland, which tickles me. Yes. I love binaural beats. I do listen at work. Oh, yeah. Bob said yes. So have you had any benefits, or are you doing it regularly? Are you meditating regularly, or have you stopped as well, like the rest of us, just fell off? I think in 2016, everything went wiki-wacky. A lot of people fell off. I'm included in that. I have to say, I am included. Well, we got about 4 minutes left in the show. And again, I do want to remind you all, if you haven't already, to please like, comment, subscribe. Linda said you fell off as well. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Indigo Room. And don't forget to ring the bell so you can get notifications about when we are live. And I will be uploading other episodes to the Indigo Room. Bob said, sometimes it works great. Other times I sit and the monkey mind takes over. I do it every day. Well, that's great. Maybe you should try a different type of meditation. A different form. I mean, that's what I do. When I'm doing one meditation and it's not working, I go do something. I go and do a different one, especially when my monkey mind goes nuts. I like to do the yoga meditation because I'm moving around and I'm releasing my energy, and I'll put some really meditative music on. I am going to make a playlist for you all of some of the binaural beats that I like. Linda says she's climbing back up. I hear you. Me too. I'm climbing back up, honey. I'm climbing up out of the well that I dropped myself into on purpose, apparently. I'm climbing back up. Child. Woo. I was down in there, honey. Down in the muck and the mire. So I'm going to put some playlists for the binaural beats together. Some of them that I really enjoy. Maybe you'll find them beneficial as well. They have music with them. Some of them have imagery as well. So you can sit in front of your computer. They're right here on YouTube. You can sit in front of your computer and watch the imagery. The one that I love knocks me out when I'm using it to go to sleep. I plug in my headphones, I leave my computer running, and gone. And I wake up refreshed. That's the thing. I'm waking up now. Listen, I used to go to bed a lot earlier than I have been lately. And now, because I'm so engrossed in my work and what I'm doing and what I'm creating. And we're going to do a meditation group here too, Wanda. So that's great. You rejoined the meditation group. That's awesome. I find now that I wake up and I feel good. I'm not tired. I was waking up tired, literally. Go to bed at, a decent hour and wake up tired. What is that? Now I go to bed, put my binaural beats on. Sometimes I'm going to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll wake up at 5 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm awake. Let's get the day on. Do my stretches. I do my prayers. Then I do my meditation. And I write them on my list of things to do for the day at night to make sure that I don't forget to remember to do that. So we're going to talk about that too in the next series, the next couple of series, the list, the writing down of things, your side and the universe's side to handle, God's side. And that has been extremely powerful, so powerful that when I do meditate, I meditate I pray and I meditate on my children in the morning. And I like to meditate in the morning because I always fall asleep at night. So, but in the morning I like to do my meditation. You do what works for you, what feels comfortable for you. But I like to do it in the morning because it gets my day going. And then I use my binaural beats for dream time. But I've been doing my lists again, universe's side, my side, and then the universe's side. And my son called me up. Sean, by the way, if any of y'all don't know, now lives in Texas. He got a job out there. He's doing great. And he loves it. But anyway, who knows? He may come back, but he's in Texas. He's been there since September of last year. He calls me up and he texts me and he says, "Ma, I got myself a whiteboard and I'm putting my lists." Now, I didn't tell anybody I was doing the lists. He didn't. We didn't connect. I was like, "I'm doing mine too." So I took a picture of my list and I showed him my list and he's showing me his list. If you have things that you want to get done this new year, maybe you want to earn more money, you want a different job, you want to get your speaking engagements together, you want to draw, you want to write, you want to loom, you want to sew, whatever it is that you want to do, you have to make space for that. And if you start making space for God, God starts making space for you. That I know. And you'll start finding out through your meditation, through your intuition, through your consciousness, how easy it is, again, to be able to be, do, and have whatever you desire. So we're going to end the show there. And again, I want to just remind you to come back next Wednesday night. Oh, we're going to start the no complaining. We're going to start that back up again. 30 days no complaining on, I believe it's January 15th or 16th. I'm going to put the links. I'll send out notices. I'll put the links in there. And we're going to be doing the no complaining for 30 days. No complaining. That should be fun. So remember who you are. Remember that you are source energy here in a physical body. Remember that you are magnificent. Remember that you can be, do, have anything that you desire. And remember, it's not being extraordinary that makes you unique. It's your uniqueness that makes you extraordinary. Have a great night. Thank you for being with us. Linda, thank you for your help as always. Sandy, it was so good to have you join us. You and Barb and Wanda and Dale. Woo! I love y'all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.